Hi and welcome back. So Russell Crowe is 60, so am I. He was born on the 7th of April 1964. I was born on the 22nd of April 1964, so he's about 2 weeks older than me. Now obviously my most vivid memory of him as a young man is as Maximus Decimus Meridius in the 2000 film Gladiator. I was shocked to see how he looked in the 2020 film Unhinged. Now, he is wearing a bodysuit, but no prosthetics were used on his face. Also, I'm slightly worried to see him smoking. Now, this isn't a hit piece. I'm making this video out of concern for him and also people like him who are at this age putting on weight and finding it difficult to live a healthy lifestyle. He has all the time and money in the world to live a healthy lifestyle. But why do I care about Russell Crowe's health? Well, if you've watched the channel for any length of time, you'll know I've got an unofficial control group. Friends and family back home in the UK and friends and workmates I know from the Middle East and the 20 odd years I spent there. Also, celebrities who are around my age. Sticking with celebs, Keanu Reeves was also born in 1964 and I think he's taken full advantage of his status and wealth to remain fit and healthy, as does Brad Pitt, who was born a year earlier in 1963. Now, in a few of his recent films, Russell Crowe has worn a bodysuit, Unhinged, as I said, and also The Pope's Exorcist. But for the 2022 film, Thor, Love and Thunder, he didn't. Russell Crowe is 6 feet tall and I'm 5'9". His weight fluctuates and is generally reported to be around 200 to 240 pounds. That's between 91 and 109 kilograms. Looking at his latest interview with Joe Rogan, I say he's nearer the upper end of that number. Let's just say, for argument's sake, he's 225 pounds. At 6 feet tall and 225 pounds, his BMI would be somewhere around 30.5, which puts him in the obese category. As with many actors, he has to gain and lose weight for the roles that he takes. But decades of yo-yo dieting have had some doctors raising some serious concerns, saying he is putting his body at serious risk of deadly health complications. Russell himself, who regularly tweets about his cycling regime or yo-yo dieting, admits, "At my age, I have to watch everything I eat. If not, all hell breaks loose." And that was back in 2017. Other actors have also openly admitted that gaining and shedding weight has wreaked havoc on their own metabolism. Tom Hanks had to lose an awful lot of weight for the film Philadelphia, and then for the film Castaway, he had to put on a lot of weight, and for the second half of the film, he had to lose a lot of weight. He later developed type 2 diabetes, and he has proposed that his dramatic weight fluctuations over the years may well have contributed to this condition. Others who have attributed disrupted energy levels and poor overall well-being to yo-yo dieting include Matthew McConaughey, Christian Bale and Charlize Theron. So why do I think that Russell Crowe isn't long for this world, unlike Brad Pitt and Keanu Reeves? Well, 60 to 70-year-olds are at higher risk of dying from a number of chronic health conditions, all associated with being obese. Obesity is considered a risk factor for heart disease, including coronary artery disease, heart attacks, and also heart failure. Obesity increases the risk of stroke, primarily due to the associated conditions like hypertension, that's high blood pressure, diabetes, and atherosclerosis. Obesity is closely linked with type 2 diabetes, which can lead to complications like kidney failure, cardiovascular disease, and neuropathy, and that's nerve damage. Then there are diabetic complications. These include heart disease, kidney disease, and infections, which can be fatal if they're not managed correctly. Obesity can exacerbate respiratory conditions like chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and sleep apnea, leading to increased mortality risk. Obesity is a known risk factor for several types of cancer also, including breast, colon, pancreatic, and liver cancers. Cancer is the leading cause of death among obese individuals. Obesity can lead to or worsen chronic kidney disease, that's CKD, which can progress to kidney failure and also increase the risk of death. Obesity also is a major cause of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which can lead to cirrhosis and even liver failure. Obesity can also impair the immune system, making individuals more susceptible to infections, including respiratory infections and sepsis, which can also be fatal. Obesity can lead to mobility issues and increase the risk of falls, which are particularly dangerous in older adults due to the potential for fractures and then other complications. Also, smoking. Russell Crowe has mentioned in interviews he started smoking at a very young age. He says somewhere between 10 and 12 years old. He's also mentioned in past interviews that he does struggle with trying to control his smoking habit. This may seem like a strange request, but if you are enjoying the video and you'd like to do me a solid, please don't give it a thumbs up, and there's no need to subscribe. If you want to help, please share it. Anywhere is fine. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, X, even Rumble. Really, anywhere is fine. Back to the video. And back to Russell Crowe's smoking habit. He said that at various points in his life, he has made serious efforts to quit. However, like many personal habits, he's found it very, very difficult. So he may be smoking for over 50 years. Smoking for 50 years or more can shorten life expectancy by 10 years or more. The cumulative effects of smoking on nearly every organ in the body leads to a higher risk of early death. At the age of 70, he will have been smoking for nearly 60 years. This can, they say, shorten life expectancy now by more than 12 years. This additional decade of smoking will compound the damage already done to every organ in his body. Russell Crowe resides primarily in Australia. The average life expectancy for men in Australia is approximately 81. Although there's living in Australia and there's living like an American in Australia. Life expectancy for men in the USA is now approximately 76. Let's say he's average for Australia and destined to die at the age of 81. 81 minus the 12 years for smoking for 60 years has got him dying somewhere around the age of 69. Now I'm saying he's going to die before the age of 70, but with the yo-yo dieting and his normal weight generally being either obese or overweight and his smoking history, I don't think things are looking good for him. Well, we'll know if I'm right by 2034. What do you think? How long would you give him if he continues on this, what I think is a very destructive course? Trust me when I say no one is coming to save Russell Crowe. No one is coming to save you. Least of all the government, ultra-processed food manufacturers, Big Pharma, or in this case, Big Tobacco. Your lifespan and your health span is all down to you. What are you doing to save yourself?